Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. And just to start, I'm really sorry, but this video has no preparation at all put into it. In fact, this art is from at least a month and a bit ago and I hate it, hence why it was never uploaded, but I needed to upload something because I've kind of made a promise to myself that I'm gonna upload every week on this. It's the only thing I stay consistent on, so may as well. So this is gonna be my humble apology for that. But I literally was home for the combination of about 3 hours this week, so there's zero planness about this video. But we move. So I'm gonna talk about my life again because I don't really know what else to talk about. To be honest, I'm really sorry you guys have to listen to me talk about my life for half my videos because I just can't think of anything else. So to start, this was originally just going to be a quick announcement at the start of a video, but I guess I'll just talk about it now. I can finally say what that audition was for. So it was for the Nutcracker, and I got the part of the Harlequin doll. Yes, that is usually played by a man, but let's be honest, how many men do you really think there are in the senior classes at my ballet school? Because if you guess two, and one of which only started this year, then you'd be correct. Which, by the way, we love. Put more boys in ballet, please. Please. But yeah, so that's exciting. When the cast list came out, I literally jumped off the walls because when for anyone that's into showbiz or whatever, do you know when you audition for something and you're waiting so long for the cast list and there's no set date for when it's coming out, so you kind of convince yourself that you haven't gotten anything? I was at that stage, so I pretty much went from 0 to 100 in a second. I was ecstatic. And I was home alone at the time too, so my poor dog had to watch me run around the place like a madman. If anything, he was as excited as me. He didn't know why we were excited, but he was excited with me. Anyway, other than that, I'm performing on Culture Night, so that's exciting. I'm also in a musical, again, super exciting. Is doing all of this in fifth year a good idea? No. But I'm gonna ignore that, and I'll live with the consequences. Whatever. I say that until I start failing school, and then I'll probably cry about it. But I haven't yet, so we'll pretend I won't. I'm acting like I've even done one test yet. I have actually. I did a German test and it went okayly. I probably won't start desperately failing or anything. I think I'm balancing it well enough as of now. The only problem is Thursdays, because I'm literally home for an hour on Thursdays max, and I don't even think I'll be home for an hour this week. So I don't know how I'll hack that, but I'll try my best. I managed this week. It's just a thing of having more homework on the weekends, unfortunately, but sure. It's not too bad, to be honest. I'll do all my Friday homework. All the homework that's due for Friday on the Thursday. And stay up until 12 o'clock at night doing it. Which is a bit sad considering I'm trying to go to bed at 10:30 at the latest on school nights this year. Because last year was a bit desperate, and I won't lie about that. It was a bit desperate, and that's okay. But it's fine. It's only one night a week, and it's only a little bit stressful, to be honest. Once we get more into fifth year, I'll probably hate Thursdays with a passion. But as of now, it just means staying up a bit later, getting the homework for Friday done, and then doing all the rest of the homework on the Friday and the Saturday, which is a bit depressing because usually I try to get all my homework done before Saturday, so I have the weekend to myself. But sure. It's only a minor inconvenience. I'm not going to treat it like it's world ending, because it's not world ending. It's only a bit sad. Let me have my weekends. My new motto for this year is that if all my homework doesn't fit in my bag, I shouldn't have that much homework. Because I'm pretty much taking home at least 2 folders of extra stuff every single week. Not every single week, every single day. If it doesn't fit in my bag, I shouldn't have to do it. But anyway, yeah, that's my new motto for this year. I'm not going to live by it or anything. I'm just going to say it 20 times, and my friends are going to be sick of me saying it by the end of the year. Anyway, other than that, I am in fact working on the next Dead Men video, I promise. I only managed to get a sketch for Ravel's page drawn up, but I'll get there. The goal is to get it done by next week. I don't know if that'll happen. It might be the week after, based on how this week went, but I'm sure I'll probably somehow get more time next week. There is also the fact that I was just really tired on the Monday and the Tuesday, which are the 2 days I have to kind of do these things. So that was my fault. I stayed up late, and then I was really tired on those 2 days, so I didn't do anything. So there was a bit of procrastination involved. I will not lie. But I literally, I would have had to do it on my mom's iPad because I wasn't at home. I was just in my nana's doing nothing. So anyway, yeah, I only managed to get a sketch for Ravel's page drawn up this week, but I'll get there, I'm sure. So yeah, the goal is to do Erskine, Dexter, and then either Saracen or Anton. I haven't decided yet. They kind of show up at the same time. I guess you could argue that Saracen shows up like a few seconds beforehand because he aggressively slipped and fell down a hill. But I don't know which one I'm gonna do. I know I won't get 4 done though, and I'll just include whoever I don't do in the next one. They'll just have to be separate from the 7 original because I'm doing 3 per video, and they're just gonna have to deal with that. Also, I started a backup drawing for this video, and then I got it less than half done, which is why I ended up using an older drawing I did when, so basically, this drawing was supposed to be for a thing where I was, making video game characters with, contrasting colors. Obviously, I gave up on that video, but, there's, the vague idea of what it would have looked like. But other than that, I have progress report tests coming up in school, and I'm surprisingly not looking forward to it. Shock horror. I don't know how much info you can get from the first month of school. One of my teachers, who won't be named, thinks that these tests are absolute bullshit for September, especially for the practical subjects, but we won't name names. But apparently, so I guess I gotta study because school says so, but guys, it's September. It's September in 5th year. We can leave it to October, surely. But anyway, I guess it's just to scare people into starting their study early, I'm assuming. Also, so they can say, look, you've learned 2 things in each subject as of now. You would get a H3 with how much you know these 2 subjects in what you've learned. I don't understand how September's one is going to be accurate, if that makes sense, because basically a progress report, for those of you who don't have it in your school, lucky, is basically they'll you'll take a test, and then they'll give you a leaving cert result based on that test. But if I've only learned 2 subjects in each 2 things from each subject, how are you going to tell me I'm going to get a H1? I've only learned 2 things. But anyway, whatever. It's fine. I'm just going to try my best, and it'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not really too worried about the leaving cert. I know that sounds really bad, but I'm not really. I mean, my brother got in the 400s in his points wise. So, and I mean, he didn't do any, he'd tell you himself he didn't do that much work in 5th year. He started the work in 6th year. I'm going to work in 5th year, but I'm just saying, he managed just fine. So anyway, also, I finished the Skullduggery Pleasant audio drama, and I promise I will make a video on that the second my physical copy arrives and I, finish reading it, because the book version's supposed to have a bunch of, secrets and extra content or something, and, I don't want to milk it and make 2 separate videos. So I'll just make, one big one when I get that and, get to read it. But all I can say is, Derek Landy, when I catch you, Derek Landy. I won't say why because of, spoilers. The audio drama is free on YouTube and Spotify and probably other streaming platforms if you want to listen to it. I don't think you necessarily have to have, read the series to understand it, to be honest. There's no, real, spoilers, and any, sort of magic is fairly, like, it's not like explained in a way that's like, oh, we have to explain this super confusing magic system. It's kind of just like, oh yeah, this is what this does, move on, because there's a few people who are unaware, so it blends well. And like, it's not like you're gonna be lost, you know. I don't think there's any spoilers either. Maybe like a few minor ones, but nothing massive if you do want to check it out. Some of the voice acting, I will say, is a little stiff at times, but it's like, it's kind of the level of like your average indie audio drama, like your average horror indie audio drama, murder mystery audio drama, I guess, but that kind of thing. We're not talking like the few phenomenal ones that are out there. We're talking like your average one where like the voice acting is solid to a point, but it falls off at some points as well. And to be honest, I think that it might be like, oh, they just didn't record certain lines enough times or something. I don't know. I also don't think it matters, to be honest. I was fine. I wasn't like too taken out of it at any point. If anything, the only thing that ever took me out of it was the odd like mixing thing where it was like there was a sound effect or something that just didn't land. But most of the time it was very good. I liked it. But there's only like 6 episodes and they're all about 30-ish minutes, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, I did like it. I have a bone to pick with one of the things that happened in it, but I'm not going to talk about it yet because that's for another video. Other than that, though, I did also see, I do check X, not Twitter, but X, I guess. I literally only check it to get updates from Derek Landy on the books, but anyway, because let's be honest, Twitter can sometimes be a hellscape. We can admit that, but anyway, and I did see the tweet he made about the next book that's coming out being like really sad, and I am scared for that, but I don't think it can get worse than it's been, at least, so there's that. Dude, I don't think there's anything else for me to talk about, really, to be honest. I'm really sorry about like this really low quality video. It was literally like me sitting here. It's Sunday and it's 8:30 when I'm recording this audio, so by the time I finish editing, I know it'll probably be like 9-10 o'clock maybe at the latest. I haven't even drawn the thumbnail. I'll probably just make a really lazy one, but when do I not make lazy thumbnails? I guess the art fight ones weren't that lazy for the most part. There was one lazy one, and we all know which one that was, but we'll pretend we don't. But in my defense, that was when I was on holidays, so I mean, but yeah, by the time I get this finished, it'll probably be like 9, 9:30, because it's not a long video, so I think I can get this edited quite fast. Maybe if I 2 times the audio speed. But yeah, it's supposed to be uploaded tomorrow, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, but yeah, I really just did not prepare for this. I'm really sorry. I've kind of promised myself I'm gonna keep uploading every week, and I don't want to miss a week, because that would, I'm trying to keep consistency here, so you can ignore this video if you want. You can pretend it doesn't exist. If you did finish watching it, thank you so much. Yeah, please like and subscribe. I promise most of my videos are at least somewhat better than this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Also, the Irish word of the week, because I remembered to do it. Are we surprised? Yes, very much so. This is usually the thing I forget. But the Irish word of the week is fuinneamh, which means energy.